Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. I hope that you all are fine and enjoying a good time in your homes. You all are welcome today in your social studies lesson. And as you can see on the screens, that today we are going to start our new topic, and that is the last one unit from our textbook, and this is helping others. Helping others means that how we can help others in different ways. We can help them financially, we can help them with shelter, we can help them by sharing something with them, or all these things are included in the helping others. And here today we are going to cover these two subtopics. First one is the Edhi's old van, and the second one is the Abdul Sattar Edhi. That who was the Abdul Sattar Edhi, we will know in this topic. And as you can see that these two topics are on textbook pages 73 and 74. So I hope that now you all are ready for your today's lesson. So now let's start it formally together. Please take out your social studies textbook and sharp your pencils, because you are going to write down today's date and day on page number 73. And until then, I will discuss now today's learning objective with you, that students will be able to know about the life and welfare work of Abdul Sattar Edhi. In these today's lesson, which we have discussed earlier, that we are going to cover the first two subtopics, and in that we will read about that who was Abdul Sattar Edhi and how was his life and how was his social welfare work for the humanity. So I hope that you have understood this, and inshallah by the end of lesson we will cover this one learning objective. So now, first of all, I will discuss with you that who is Abdul Sattar Edhi as the intro or the starter activity of your lesson. Here you can see in the picture that this man is the hero of humanity. This is the Abdul Sattar Edhi, and he is an internationally renowned humanitarian. He has the titles of Angel of Mercy and the richest poor man. Angel of Mercy means that he is the example, a live example in front of us, that he was the extreme of mercy with other people. He was very kind and very merciful, especially with the poor and the needy people. And the richest poor man is his title also. Doesn't mean that he was richest man as the financially, but he is the richest man that he has the respect and the love internationally with his name. Everybody respects him and everybody loves him due to his humanity and due to his the mercifulness. So I hope that here you have understood that who was Abdul Sattar Edhi. And now we are going to start our today's lesson. And here you can see your today's date and day. That is the Tuesday. T will be capital, classwork C will be capital. And oh, we are starting a new month. April has gone and it is May. 4th May, comma 2021. A very short spelling, so you can write them quickly now. And here you can see your today's page where you are going to write down today's date and day, page number 73, with the unit title helping others. And first one subtopic is this, that Edhi's old van. And here I am again going to show you the today's date and day, so you can write it carefully. Please, no spelling errors and no dirty handwriting. Untidy work shouldn't be accepted in any cause. Okay, so please keep your handwritings neat. And here the day again, I'm telling you, Tuesday, classwork, and the 4th May 2021. I hope that you all have done your today's written day until now. So now let's start our today's reading of the subtopic Edhi's old van. And now here we are going to start. Please put your pencils under the each word, and you people are going to read with me. So now let's start it. Remember this, said Edhi's mother. You must always help poor and sick people. When Edhi was a young man, he went to Karachi. He saw many sick people, but they had no money for medicine. So he started a clinic and gave them free medicine. Here, in the first two lines, we are learning about the Adhi's past. That in his childhood, this was the teaching of his mother that you should always help poor and sick people. As all our mothers tell us to be a good person, always our parents teach us that we should be nice with others and we should be helpful with others. Same like that, his mother also taught him that you should always help poor and sick people in your whole life. And he kept his word with his mother, and he helped his fellow beings all in his life. First of all, they are telling us about his young age, that how he has started his charity work. First of all, he was when he was very young, he moved to Karachi, and there he saw the misery of the people, the poor people who were sick but they didn't get any money to buy medicine. So, to help them, to keep his word with his mother, he started a small clinic, and where there he was giving the free of cost medicine to these poor sick people. This was his first charity work, and in his way he started his social welfare. And here you can see that this is the small world clinic, and he is the young Idhi. Here you can see this was the starting of the Idhi Foundation. We will read afterward out about the Idhi's Foundation. So until then, we have done the first paragraph of page number 73. And here now you can see the Idhi ambulance, you can see in the picture, and this is the old one. We can see here they have written an old Edhi ambulance. So now we are going to start the second one paragraph. Again, I'm saying please put your pencil under the each word and read with me. Okay, now let's start it. The sick people could not get to hospital, so he used an old van as an ambulance. Why the sick people could not able to go to the hospital? Anybody can answer about this one? Exactly, because they were so poor. We have read about this in the previous lesson, that even they didn't have money to get the medicine. So how they can move to a hospital if they wouldn't have money, enough money for that purpose? So when he saw that people are getting difficulties in the transportation for the hospitals, so he used an old van as an ambulance. This was also the free of cost, and he was helping the poor sick people who were not able to reach hospitals due to the lack of money or the other facilities. Next is here that he found dead people on the street. So he washed them and buried them. And here we are reading about his another charity work, that he was uh, also helping the poor dead people, the abandoned dead bodies. No one was caring about them, but he also took care of them, and he took the responsibility to bury them. So he took the dead bodies of abandoned people and he washed them and he buried them in the graveyards. This was another example of his mercy and his kindness. And here the last one lines of this page, as you can see on your screens now. So now let's finish this one page together. And here is the Edhi did not have much money himself. He worked in an old office. He wore old clothes, but he did not care. Here they are telling us about the Edhi's personal life. That if you are thinking that he was so kind and he was doing a lot of charity work, so it means that he should also be a very rich man. No, he was not a rich man. He was from a very mediocre family. He didn't have a lot of money for all these things, but when he started, people trusted him, and he got a lot of investments from the other people also, as the donations, you can say. So I will here they are telling us that he didn't have even enough money that he could buy some nice or new clothes. He didn't bother about anything. He wore the old and the very cheap clothes. He worked in an old office, a very small one, as you can see in this picture. This is not, you can say, an excellent atmosphere you can see here, or it's enormous. No, it's nothing like that. It was a very simple and very small office, and he was working there in very simple clothes. He lived a very simple life, and he gave all his money and whatever he was getting from the people, everything he invested in the helping of other people. So this was the example of his kindness. So here we have done the textbook page number 73, and just as a brief recap, I have told you, I want to told you that here we have read about the Edhi's charity work, that how did he start and how did he continue, and what was the teachings of his mother. So now let's start. This is our next one page, page number 74. And here you can see our next one topic, subtopic from the helping others, that is Abdul Sattar Edhi. Now we are going to read about that who actually is he. So Edhi's full name is Abdul Sattar Edhi, but he is known, I want to tell you here that he is known as the Edhi because his foundation's name is Edhi. So due to his charity work, due to his foundation, everybody knows him with his this surname, that is Edhi. And now there are hundreds of Edhi ambulances and hospitals all over Pakistan. He started with an old van, but you can say that is it was the reward for him from the Allah or from the human mankind, that his foundation is spreaded all over the Pakistan. Even it is renowned and at the international level also, because he helped especially in China in difficult times, and in India also. So here we are getting to know that he has now hundreds of ambulances and the hospitals in all over the Pakistan. This is the last line, that he remembered his mother's words. Here the last thing which we are getting to know on this one page, that first of all we have discussed that he kept his word with his mother. He fulfilled his promise that he helped the mankind in his for his whole life. But this is the thinking that he was also a very good son, that he kept his mother's word in his mind. So there is a lesson for all of us, that we should listen our parents and their teachings very carefully. We should keep their words in our mind, because those are the actual guidelines for us. We can be successful in our lives if we are listening our parents carefully. So he listened his mother, and he got the eternal name in his word. Here you can see an Edhi home in this picture. Here they have written here, and here is we can see that Edhi is taking care of a child. He was very kind with small kids. Keep this thing also in your mind. So here we have done the reading of textbook page number 673 and 74. I hope that you all have understood this. So now let's take a quick recap of our today's lesson, that what were the important points from our today's lesson. So now let's start it. First of all, we are going to know about Abdul Sattar Edhi, that who was his. Abdul Sattar Edhi was a renowned humanitarian of Pakistan, the man who was helping the humanity with kindness and with the mercy. So he is a very famous man of Pakistan, and he is recognized internationally also for his charity work. Next is here that he founded the Edhi Foundation, which runs the world's largest volunteer ambulance network, along with various homeless shelters and orphanages. And here they are telling us in the next point, we have read about the Abdul Sattar Idhi's social welfare work, that he is the founder of the Idhi Foundation that is running um, various orphanages, shelters for homeless people, and the ambulance network that is the world largest volunteer ambulance network that is free of cost and that is free for everyone, especially for the poor people who cannot afford. He is the helper of those, and this is the reason that he is recognized at international level, and he has also received a lot of medals and titles from the other countries, from India and from China, like these. And here is the next point is this, that his mother taught him to help poor and sick people. The first one line of our today's lesson, that this was the teachings of his mother, that he should help poor and sick people for his whole life, and he kept his promise and he kept his mother's word with him for the whole life, and he fulfilled these things, that he helped the poor and sick people in every way, in every corner of the country. Next is this, that in his young age he went Karachi and saw the miserable condition of poor sick people. How did he start his social welfare work? In this way, that when he was too young, he moved to Karachi, and there, because it is the biggest city of Pakistan and a lot of people live there, and a lot of people are very poor there. So there he saw the actual misery of the humanity, and he saw a lot of poor sick people who were not able to get even the medicine due to the lack of the money. So he started a small clinic to provide the free of cost medicine for poor people. So, first of all, he started a small one clinic that was providing the free of cost free medicine, means to the poor people. Those who were not able to get the medicine, they could go to the clinic and they could get the medicine from there. And the last is here on the slide, that those poor people who were not able to go hospitals for them, he started a volunteer ambulance service. He used an old van as his first ambulance. So, after providing the medicine, he saw that some people who were seriously sick, they were not able to go to the hospitals due to some lack of some facilities or due to the lack of money. So, first of all, he started with just simple old van. He was using that van as the free ambulance service. In this way, he took the next step in his social welfare work. So he was taking the responsibility to take these sick poor people to the hospitals. Next is this, that he did arrangements to wash and bury the abandoned dead bodies. Next one thing which he did, that the abandoned dead bodies, the without the any owner and without any family, the people who were dying, he did the arrangements to bury them. This was his another act of kindness for the humanity. Abdul Sattar Idhi, sorry, and in this slide we were that Abdul Sattar Idhi was not a rich man. He worked in an old office and wore old clothes, but he didn't bother and continued his social welfare until his last breath. Here, as we have discussed earlier, that if you are not rich, doesn't mean that you can't do any social welfare work. He was not a rich man. He was, you can say, a little bit poor, but it was his intention that he had to help other people. So he started, and Allah helped him, and the other people helped him after that, and he got a lot of donations, and he spread his charity work in the whole country, even in the whole world also. So, although he was living in a very small one flat next to his Edhi home, and he was working in a very small and old-fashioned office, and his clothes were very simple and very cheap, but he didn't bother about anything in his whole life. He just worked for the welfare of others, and he just concentrate that how he could help the others. So this was his whole life. Nowadays, there are hundreds of EDs, ambulances, and hospitals all over the Pakistan. Now, the network of his ambulance service and his hospitals and the ED Foundation's network we can see in the all areas of Pakistan. Either they are the backward or they are extreme modern cities. Everywhere we can see the ambulances of ED, and we can see the hospitals and the shelter homes and the orphanages of the ED Foundation. You have also something have seen like this. I think the ambulances, especially on the roads, we have can see a lot of times that ED Foundation's ambulances are moving somewhere. So always when there is any disaster in Pakistan or any bad situation in Pakistan, ED Foundation is always first who is helping the poor people or the needy people. And the last one is this, that he fulfilled his promise with his mother and helped the poor people in his whole life. He was not only kind, he was also very obedient, as we can see that his mother taught him that you have to do something, and he did that thing for his whole life. So we can say that this was the teaching of his mother which he fulfilled. So please, all of you, when your parents are teaching you something good, try to do that one in the same way. Be a good human being, be a good fellow, and you will be succeeded inshallah in this life and the hereafter also. So this was the important discussion points of our today's lesson. I hope that you all have understood your today's lesson, and keep this thing in the mind that don't finish it here. You have to read these two topics, page number 73 and page number 74, at least twice now. Keep the important words in your mind. Try to learn the maximum spellings from your topics. Inshallah, when we will do the written work, you will write down the answers at your own, because you will be mastered in this thing at that time, inshallah. So, now here is our today's plenary, that is from textbook page number 74. Here is the small exercise which we are going to do, and this is that circle. We are going to circle the correct answer of the following que- questions. And here the second part is that then write the sentences in your notebook. You are not going to write down these in your notebooks, because this is the plenary, this is just oral activity which we are going to do. Written work inshallah we will do in some lesson. So please don't write down these sentences in your notebooks. This activity we are just going to do on the textbook, just like they have done in the first one as the example. So now let's see what are they saying. First one is this, that Idhi's mother told him to help dash people. His mother told him that you should help the dash people. What kind of people he should help? Here they have given us three options: famous people, rich people, or poor people. And they have done the circle, they have done the circling of the correct answer, that we should help the poor people, or Idhi should help. Idhi's mother told him to help the poor people. First one they have done for us for your understanding. So the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 we are going to do now at our own. So now let's start it. Second sentence is here, that she means that Idhi's mother. She wanted him to be dash. What did his mother wanted? What did his mother want to be him like that? That she wanted him that he should be rich, he should be good, or he should be famous. What he should be? What was the mother's wish? His mother's wish was that he should be helpful, and helpful people are always the good people. He didn't want to be a rich person or a famous person. He want, or his mother wanted for him, that he should be a good person. So now here you will circle the good un good one option. The second one, like this, you will make a circle around it. And now the third one sentence we are going to do, that when he was a young man, he came to, in which city he started his social welfare work? Was that Lahore, Karachi, or Quetta? You will choose the correct option, and exactly that was the Karachi. He started his social welfare network from the city of Karachi. So again we are going to make a circle around Karachi like this. I hope that you all are doing with me. So now first two we have done. Now this is the turn of the fourth one. He started a dash. Which thing he started at first? Was that a small clinic, a shop, or a business? He started his social welfare work from the small clinic that was providing them the free of cost medicine. Exactly. So we are going to circle now here the clinic. The first one option we are going to circle like this. So this thing we have done now. Now next one is here, that he bought a dash. He used an old van as the ambulance first of all. So here are our options are, that he bought a car, a van, or a truck. Exactly, he bought an old van, and he used it as the first ambulance that was providing the service for the poor people. So the second one option, when, again we are circling it like this, and here we have almost done the first four we have done, and now the fifth one we are going to do. Fifth one I am saying in the meaning that first one they have done for us, so we will exclude that one. We are going to count after that. So our fifth one sentence is this, that then he took sick people to the dash. When he bought a small van and he was using it as an ambulance, so where did he was taking the people? He was taking the sick people to school or a mosque or a hospital. Obviously the sick people should be gone into the hospitals. So the third one option here we are going to circle it, that he took sick people to the hospital. Exactly. So now let's again circle this one option, and this is our done task. And last one sentence is left, and here is this, that he buried sick he buried sick or dead or rich people. What kind of people should be buried? Keep this thing in the mind, that sick people are not the buried people, because sick people should be in the hospitals. The buried people, those who are dead. So here we are taking the second one option. As you can see, we are not taking sick, we are not taking rich, and here we are going to go with the dead option. So he buried dead people. And here you can see that we have done our today's task. As you can see, please recheck your done work if you have done until now, and I hope that you all have done, because it was very simple and you all are very intelligent. So This was the plenary exercise from textbook page number 74. Here, our today's lesson is about to finish. Inshallah, now we are going to meet on Friday in our live lesson. Until then, take care of yourselves, concentrate on your studies, have a nice time, stay safe and stay healthy. We will meet soon, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.